Welcome to the weekly podcast for Astro Podcast. This is Jody Shirami, and this is the week of October 11th through October 18th. We are still in Libra season for another week. The big news of this week is the big super full Aries moon that it will be occurring on October 17th. So we are getting ready to really amp up some energy of renewal, of starting over, of being pioneers, of trying out new things, going out there, experimenting, and being on adventure. And that is what Florida feels like since we moved here. And that's one of the reasons we moved here, is that Florida, we met here in college, and it's just one of those places where you can just go outside and explore all the time. There's so many parks, and that's where we went this past week to avoid the night the hurricane hit land in Longboat Key, or Siesta Key. I can't quite remember, Sarasota area. When it hit that area, we took off because it just was such a big storm, and we weren't sure, since we're pretty new here, what we should do, so we took off for the night. We spoke last week on the 9th of October. Jupiter began its retrograde until November 15th, and that is about renewing ourselves. So it's going to have a meeting with Chiron and hang around with the personal healer. So we're going to be asked to really take care of ourselves emotionally and to heal our wounds as best as we can. And then it's going to be the super full Aries moon on the 17th, which is what we've been waiting for. The new moon led us into this, and during the new moon was Hurricane Helene, which hit Florida and went all the way up to Asheville, North Carolina, doing major damage. That is what they would say Pluto's at work, and at work here, being awake now in Capricorn, where structures are obliterated, sir. So that's where we're at with that, and it's a sad thing. We pray and we hope everything is fine. As long as you have your life, you're happy in your family's life, you can move on from these types of tragedies. But all these things are very, very difficult, and we were lucky. Our roof basically peeled back a little bit over our swimming pool. The water never encroached up onto our land. It was a good time. And then that night of the hurricane, which the new moon prepared us for as we head into the full moon, was Milton. And during this time, the water elements are all activated with Mars in Cancer, Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. And then over here in Scorpio, we have Venus, and Venus is about our homes. So Venus being in Scorpio really exacerbated that, because Mars again rules over Scorpio and Pluto, and Mars right now is in Cancer, and Cancer is another water sign that is about the home. And the fact that Mars is in Cancer and it's about the home, where Venus is right now, in the home of Scorpio, we see houses being destroyed in Cancer and all the water flooding. And with the full moon, that's a super full moon, meaning it's close to the earth, the water features again will be activated. So be prepared if you live anywhere near water. Just understand that through October, as we shift into a new phase, water will be highly activated. And then just as Jupiter went to sleep on the 9th, whenever a planet goes retrograde, it gets stronger. And we saw that with Hurricane Helene. I was hoping that it would go the other way, but it just got so big and strong that really this time around, Helene was water damage. The new moon, the dark, fiery new moon And this one is a full moon. So the Ring of Fire last time really got everything flooding. And then Jupiter, I believe, going to sleep in Gemini really whipped up the wind because Gemini is an air sign and Cancer is a water sign. So Elaine, water, new moon, Cancer. Then we go to the full moon in Aries because we're heading that way with Jupiter falling asleep not falling asleep, but you know, in Gemini, it has shown us that the planets, astrology, are all right on par with each other in terms of we can see in real time how astrology has been relied upon for certain reasons. They've been studied for many centuries, and these are the time, many thousands of years, maybe. So I've been recuperating today. I'm getting the podcast out a little bit. I've had a mental health day today with my youngest son, watching some comedies. The Last Goal was really good. That's about American Samoa soccer team. It's so good. So my message about the Aries new moon that I've been receiving from listening to the astrologers that I follow and listen to is that it's going to be a grand square, Mars opposite of the moon. I mean Mars opposite of Pluto. And whenever you see something like this where Mars is in Cancer and then Pluto is in Capricorn, the opposite sign, it is a past life situation with Pluto and Mars. It's a past life situation that may be stirring things up. So really try not to be reactionary, as um, Heather Emsworth would say, and also try to be compassionate. And I know I was having some PTSD with the hurricane the other day, coming home on the drive. I was really fearful of our car getting stuck in water. We got home, everything was great. We did our sandbags, we got everything where we needed to go. We had a little bit of leakage in one wall, but that was about it. It was very minimal. So we feel very blessed. Don't let your ego get caught up in material things. That is the message of the cosmic energy, is that just like everything, change occurs, and it is sad when you lose things, especially your home, and hopefully the government can help you rebuild a new home. I hope so. I'm praying for you, for everyone. So the 29th degree, the shamanic degree of the spiritual leader who carries the truth of light balancing the confusion and the mayhem that we may feel inside, outside, everywhere right now. For some of us, things are going great, and that's the balancing happening. For some of us, things aren't great, and for others, things are great, and that's the balance of the universe. It always has enough to give everyone, but in its time. You must know when your time is, and that's how astrology can help you. You can see in real time where your planets are affecting you through the moon, the sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and the outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Pluto, then Neptune, way out there. And with this full moon, Black Moon Lilith will be involved. Um, so we got to think about that. It's going to be a lot of rebellion and people speaking up, wanting their truth to be heard. So an election is coming, and it's going to be going through the election, right through it, through DC. So we have a lot of things happening that is going to be difficult. So we must just decide to really meditate Take it easy. Try to take time for yourself. Heal yourself first. And really take care of yourself, because I've been feeling this, especially for all of us intuitives and light workers. We've really been feeling the energy outside, and it's very full of noise and static and chaos and sadness and anger. And you try to put your joy out there and you really work on it, but then you get drained and you have to go and hide. And that's basically what I did in the hotel room during the hurricane. I used it as a meditative time, try to calm myself down and my family. And not being home, it helped because the noise from the wind is so tremendously, scary. And with our metal roof over our pool out here, I'm kind of bending up. That must have been so loud that I can't even imagine for my own health, mental health. I'm glad I didn't hear it, and it was worth it going away. And it was our wedding anniversary, so everything worked out really well. So thank you for being here this week. It's still a little choppy. I haven't quite settled into my new home yet to make videos. I'm getting there. I haven't got my Cloud9 studio set up yet. I'm getting there. So thank you for hanging in there with me and coming back. And God bless everyone, especially people that need help right now. God bless you. And everyone else also. Keep up the joy on one side to help alleviate all this confusion and pain that's going on in the world. We have to keep doing it. Watch a comedy, listen to music, dance, get out in nature, put your feet in the grass. And thank you to everyone who is thinking about us and praying for our safety. It really works. The mass collective prayer really works. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Peace and take care. Bye.